Hello there. It's me, Sludgy. But of course you knew that already. So I am making this review. I recently just saw the Chainsawman movie twice. I saw it in dub and sub, so I could really get like the full experience. I just wanted to give my thoughts on it, give my thoughts and answer the question like, is it good? Is it worth watching? And the answer is yes. This movie's fucking phenomenal. I think this is the best animated movie I've ever seen. I thought visually it was stunning. Um, like I think the artistic, the way they direct it is just. I think it's. I mean, I don't know if I'm not the most. I mean, I haven't watched a ton of anime recently, but I've never seen an anime that had those style choices. Like the very first scene, there was like a dream sequence where Denji is he has that dream where he's like running through the alleyways and he hears Pochita's voice. It was like in the black and white manga panel in art, like coloring. Like it was like black and white, like a manga. That it was just so clever. And then there was this other scene where like they made the atmosphere like all red when Aki was killing a devil. It looked really cool. Like it was like a blood red. Like the sky was blood red. Like the atmosphere, like the whole scene was like blood red the entire time. So it was like they were under like a red sun. So it seems like that makes it really stand out. But before I go further, I'm gushing about the animation. Let me first talk about what this movie's about. This is the Chainsaw Man Movie Reze Arcs. It's the Reze Arc. I forget what chapters it is, but it's covering the entire Reze Arc. And if you are a fan of Chainsaw Man at all, you probably know what the Reze Arc is about, but I'll go over it like a little bit. It takes place right after the fight with Katana Man and the Mafia. It takes place it takes place after the Katana Man fight. So like they've arrested Katana Man, and Denji has, because of it, he has garnered some more trust with public safety, so he has a bit more freedom. And his life seems to be going better right now, and he's getting better along with Aki, power. He has more freedom to like go different places without supervision. Oh man, my back. But he is still, of course, head over heels for Makima, and it starts with him getting a date with her. They have this whole movie marathon, and they see like 10 movies, I think it was. And they spend the entire day watching movies, and Denji is still bothered by his thoughts about whether he has a heart or not, because he became like part devil. So he's like, since I don't have a human heart anymore, do I actually have a heart? And that like Makima does her whole manipulation thing and like fucking butters him up even more, and now he's like even more head over heels. But he's like all happy, like I have a heart now, like I can donate to charity because I have a heart. But it starts raining, and he meets this other girl named Reze, and she presents herself as like this cutesy like girl who's studying while having a part-time job, and he immediately, because she expressed interest in him, he immediately starts falling for her, like immediately. So the movie is about the conflict with Denji and his feelings for Makima and his newfound feelings for Reze. So like it's basically the whole movie, basically like the first half of the movie is about his conflict with his feelings for Makima and his feelings for Reze. And I'd say like I think it's like more than half the movie. It's like this slice of life, building romantic tension between Denji and Reze. And like, I mean, it's not my personal favorite part of the movie. Of course, that's the second half, but I still loved the romantic like slice of life parts leading up to the second half. It is just so well shot. Like I love the pool scene. I love the scenes at the cafe, like when Denji like tries coffee and he's like blah, and Reze laughs. I like the scenes like where she's like studying and like she tries to teach him how to read. I love the scenes where like they're in the school at night. Like the entire time they're building Denji and Reze's relationship is just so well done. And I mean, the pool scene is of course my favorite part of the first half. I mean, it is just the animation is phenomenal. I love the way like the coloring is. Like it's like the opposite of like the Aki scene with like where everything's red. In like the pool scene, everything's like a dark midnight like blue. Like because I mean it's a nighttime pool scene, but they make it like it's like a blue filter almost. The shading and like the coloring is so good, and that like the entire pool scene by far. Like I think it's like probably like one of my second favorite scene, because it is just so well animated. Like I cannot gush about the animation enough. But while the Denji and Reze main story is going on, there is also a bit of a side plot with Aki and his new partner, the Angel Devil. And I think, like, I don't like when I read the manga, I didn't really care that much about like that little side plot, but in the movie, I like it a lot. They really like hammer in on like how difficult it is for Aki to like get along with the Angel Devil. But you know what I found very interesting is the fact that when Aki asks like a survivor that's near death from a devil attack, he asks the Angel Devil to like kill him because his powers make it painless. But the Angel Devil's like, I'm a devil, you know. I have to see humans suffer before they die. And I find that ironic because when Denji and Aki first meet, Aki says the same thing but with devils. Like he says he goes out of his way to make devils suffer as much as possible before he kills them. So I found that very ironic, but it's like because when the Angel Devil says the opposite, Aki is just so disgusted. Like I can't even get. He says I can't even pretend to get along with you. So it's like a bit of a hypocrisy from Aki, on Aki's part. Cause it's like it's interesting because you have these two that say like they hate each other, but they're forced to work with each other because Makima said so. I found that interesting. I didn't remember that part from the manga. I don't think it's anime exclusive. I'll have to like go back and reread the Reze arc, but I think that's interesting. Like I do like the relationship Aki and the Angel Devil had, and of course I cannot forget the best, like the most not the best character, but the most fun character in the entire movie. Beam, the shark fiend. I love Beam so much. He is like the funniest part of this movie. I found more fun watching him than Reze at times because I just love the way he says Lord Chainsaw, and he like I love like the way he just worships like Denji. It is just so like adorable. But let's go back to Denji and Reze. So Denji and Reze, they're building this relationship. He like talks to Reze, like he visits Reze's work every day for like the better half, for the entire week. And at one point, like I said earlier, they visit the school at nighttime because Denji says he'd never been to school. So Reze's like, I'll show you what school's like. And then they have the entire scene where like she teaches him like what school's like. They have the pool scene, and then the Reze invites him to go to this festival. I don't know what type of festival it was. I don't think they ever said what kind it was, but the entire and I mean I should probably get. I mean the entire festival scene was also phenomenal. I mean, like I love like the way it looks like stop motion, like the way it like looks hazy at times, and the entire soundtrack for the entire movie basically. But like I found the soundtrack for the festival scene to be very good, especially. But so Reze and Denji, they built this like relationship for like a whole week, and then here's this I think the second half starts. It's at the end of the festival when the fireworks blow, when the fireworks explode. Denji reveals that she has no interest in Denji whatsoever. She was faking it the entire time, and she says, "I'm after your chainsaw heart." So she tries to kill him, and then Beam comes in with the save. Best boy Beam. And that's when the second half starts. She reveals that she's the bomb devil, and this great fight happens. She like the action is phenomenal. It is probably the best action animated film I've ever seen. Like specifically for the action. Like I think it's like the best animated film I've seen ever. But with the action, they do something so special with the way they animate it. It is so chaotic. And they even introduce a new devil, the Typhoon Devil. It's like this grotesque baby head that has the power to like make giant typhoons. And it's revealed that he or she, I can't even tell. I can't really tell what kind of gender it was, but the Typhoon Devil is working with Reze, and it's like this big team up where Denji teams up with Beam, and it's like, and he rides him like a fucking horse, and like they team up against Reze and the Typhoon Devil, and it is great. It is the entire fight with Beam, like the entire Reze fight was great, but the parts with the Denji and Beam team up where they fight Reze and the Typhoon Devil, it is so good. Like, I mean, I do have one, like, there is only one complaint with, like, because the way the Typhoon Devil powers work, it can be, like, a little too chaotic for, like, a couple scenes, but, I mean, I didn't know, it wasn't too much of a problem for me, but, like, I can tell, I can probably see for some people, it'll be hard for them to realize, like, what the hell's going on, because the animation really is chaotic during the Typhoon Devil fight. But that was really like my only complaint with the fight. It's I mean, honestly, the whole movie, like, I didn't really have any. Well, I mean, okay, so besides some parts of the Typhoon Devil fight, because I am a manga reader first. Like my first time seeing this arc was from the manga, so I do have to compare it to it, and I did find it a little bit annoying that they did take out some parts from the manga, but they didn't take out too much where I was like, what the fuck is this? Why'd they take that out? Because that is a problem with anime. They do sometimes cut out too much. Like, that was a problem with, like, season 1 of the anime. Like, they took out, like, a lot of scenes, but then they had, like, but they also, like, made, like, the Katana Man fight, like, so much longer. So, like, it suffered, but then also they just made that great Katana Man fight. But with this movie, they took out only a little bit, and they kept it mainly the same from the manga, from what I remember. So, I don't think it's too much of a negative. But honestly, like, I didn't have, like, much problem with this movie at all. Like, I thought this movie was stunning from start to finish. Animation, music, I love Iris Out, the opening song for the movie. I love Jane Doe, fucking phenomenal. That Iris Out and Jane Doe are my new two favorite songs. I'm gonna play that shit on repeat every day until I'm probably gonna be like bored of those songs by like the time the month, like by the time the year ends, basically. Like Iris Out, that's probably like my new favorite song. Like I like Iris Out a little bit more than Jane Doe, the ending credits song, because I do love like the more upbeat, like I guess like feeling to it. But Jane Doe and Iris Out, best like my two new favorite songs, hands down. But overall, I think honestly, I would give this movie a 9 out of 10, or like maybe like a 95 out of 100. I had like very little problems with this movie. I like Denji's still like the great goofball, like kicked down, like abused puppy he's always been. Makima is still a huge bitch. I mean, I love Reze's character. Like, they really do a good job building Reze's character, so like by the end of the movie, you really do care what happens to her. And I mean, Reze is probably like my favorite character besides Denji. Like, I just love the relationship those two shared. I like it's like the tragic romance, like at the end, Denji waiting at the cafe is, oh my gosh, it is. I could gush about this movie for over an hour. It is just so good. But I mean, honestly, like that's. I mean, when I said this movie's worth watching, I think fuck yes, it is definitely like, even if you haven't read the manga or if you have not seen season 1, I still think you're gonna be able to follow this movie. But I do think you should still watch the anime first, because there are some things you're gonna be like confused about. Like, there's some things that they mention where like, what the fuck is that? Or like, zombies? What does that mean? So you're gonna be a little bit confused, but I think you'll be able to follow the story from start to finish, like the entire movie, easily enough, even if you have not seen the anime, the first season, or have read the manga. So, I think this movie is a must-watch. Even if you don't like anime, I think this movie is just so stunning that you should give it a try. So, like I said, 9 out of 10 or a 95 out of 100. Please go fucking watch this movie. It is just so good. Like, I cannot praise it enough. Like, and I feel like everyone else is echoing those same thoughts. I mean, some people are not, but they're just wrong. Like, if you think this movie is anything less than a 9, you're just wrong. I'm just telling you that flat out. Like, you're wrong. Like, this movie's great. Like, it is like almost perfect. So yeah, those are my thoughts. Go watch this fucking movie. It is awesome. I cannot wait until it is on streaming. I watched it in theaters twice. I cannot wait to watch it again and again. But yeah, those are my thoughts on Chainsawman movie, the Reze Arc. Go watch this movie immediately. All right, see ya.